Hello and welcome, my name is Robin and you're watching a Robin Reads. Today I wanted to talk about a book haul that I got. I have a fantasy series I got for my birthday last month, and I want to talk about some arcs for the month of April. I will be talking about the arcs for April because I think it's nice for you guys to have some space to maybe read the books as well. So if you want to do that, just go to the description box down below and there will be a link to the website Netgalley, and you can find all these books on the Read Now page. And yeah, they're just free, so you can just click on them and get them. So yeah, let's get started. The fantasy series I want to talk about is called The Guardian Cycle by Julia Gray. This is the first book in the series. It is called The Dark Moon, and I have got all 5 of the books right here. So let me just read the synopsis of this book. The birth of the Emperor's son had been prophesied many years before. The child would be the guardian, savior of his people. What had not been foreseen was the fact that there would be 2 imperial children born that night. Jax, the firstborn, is raised in the imperial palace and groomed for his role as the future leader of the floating islands. The fate of his twin brother Terrell is sealed at birth. Banished to a distant place, he will be raised in a world filled with pain and suffering. Both Jax and Terrell have hidden talents, but is either the true guardian. When the islands begin to change course and an ancient prophecy begins to unfold, it soon becomes clear that the identity of the savior has to be known. So yeah, that sounds really amazing and really good. I will be actually starting this in March, because I really want to just read the books I get like ASAP. So we'll be starting this one. So then on to the arcs of Netgalley for the month of April. The first one is out on the 1st of April, and that is Treasure of the Blue Whale by Steven Mayfield. Here is a cover of it, and I'll just be reading the synopsis. I think that is a better idea than me trying to explain everything. A rare treasure, a treacherous conspiracy, and the first love set off this witty wry romp through a Depression-era, sleepy seaside village's rags to rags story. During the summer of 1934, the town of Tesoro gets a taste of fortune when 10-year-old Connor O'Halloran discovers a chunk of ambergris encased in a 1,000-pound blob of sewage sludge that washed ashore. Instead of keeping the treasure of the blue whale to himself, he chooses to split the spoils equally with the town. The people react in a manic race to acquire useless trinkets, comically transforming the town into a bastion of consumerism. As they are otherwise occupied, the miserly, cantankerous and allegedly felonious local millionaire villain devises a plan to cheat the town out of their newfound wealth. Fearing that the people will lose their homes and livelihood, Connor, together with a small group of sharp-minded prominent townsfolk, attempt to out-swindle the master swindler. In this quirky coming-of-age fable of ruin and abundance, Connor learns what is real and what is simply sludge. As the sludge clears the town realizes they had the true treasure all along. So yeah, that sounds really weird, actually. Most of these I didn't really read the synopsis because I just went for the cover. And this cover is just really great. And I don't know what I think about this one, but it sounds interesting. The language is a bit difficult, so I'm not sure if I will be able to understand everything, but we shall see. The next book is out also on the 1st of April, and that is this one, A Kite at the Edge of the World by Katy Grant. And this is a middle grade book. The other one is adult fiction. And let me read this synopsis to you. It had been a great day, perhaps the best day. A seaside village many years ago. A boy makes a new friend who says he has always wanted to come to the seashore. This is the last wish, to see where the world ends and the blue begins, because he is dying. Then we should do something fun today, the younger boy announces. Fun! With all the doctors and hospitals, there's been little time for fun. But what should they do? A flying kite is great fun on a windy day. But first they must make their kite. And they will need supplies and the money to buy them. And they will have to get around all the grown-ups who might stand in their way. And so this never to be forgotten day begins. This is a story of friendship, of first loss, and of seizing the day. Yeah, that really sounds incredible. The representation is really good, I think, just with an illness and great friendship. And yeah, I think I will be really enjoying this one. The next one will be out on the 7th of April. And this is a comic book. And yeah, I really like comic books. And this one, yeah, I heard other people talk about. And it just looks really cute. It's called Dewdrop by Katy O'Neill. And this is about... By the way, this is the author of the Tea Dragon Society. So therefore, yeah, it just popped out to me. And it was just free, so yay. This is... From the author of the Tea Dragon Society comes Dewdrop, the delightful children's tale of an adorable axolotl who cheers on his underwater friends as they each bring their talents to the pond sports fair. So yeah, that just really sounds super cute and fun, and yeah, I just really like comic books, so I think this one will be great. This one will probably be one that I will definitely be reading, because yeah, it's just short and stuff. The next book is also out on the 7th of April, and that is The Glass Magician by Caroline Stevermer. Here it is, and this is a fantasy YA, I think, and yeah, it really sounded very cool. It is described as a reminiscent of The Gollum and the Genie. The Glass Magician by Caroline Stevermer is a magical and romantic tale set in New York's Gilded Age. And I don't really want to know more because yeah, that just really sounds interesting and great. It is a standalone, I think, because yeah, Goodreads didn't really say anything about a next book. And Netgalley didn't either, so I really hope this is a standalone so I can read it. The next book is out on the 14th of April. And that one is called The Caretakers by Eliza Maxwell. And this is a general fiction, also called women's fiction, because there is a woman is the main character. And yeah, I actually really enjoy women's fiction. I know a lot of people don't, but I really do. This is the cover, which already looks really great. So then the description. In the isolated estate, she's found the perfect getaway. But there's no escaping the past in this chilling novel from the best-selling author of The Unremembered Girl. Filmmaker Tessa Shepard helped free a man she believed was wrongly imprisoned for murder. When he kills again, Tessa's life is upended. She is reeling with guilt, her reputation destroyed. Worse, Tessa's mother has unexpectedly passed away and her sister Margot turns on her after tensions from their past escalate. Hounded by a bullying press, Tessa needs an escape. That's when she learns of a strange inheritance bequeathed by her mother, a derelict and isolated estate known as Fallbrook. It seems like the perfect refuge. A crumbling monument to a gruesome history, the mansion has been abandoned by all but two elderly sisters retained as caretakers. They are also guardians of all its mysteries. As the house starts revealing its dark secrets, Tessa must face her fears and right the wrongs of her past to save herself and her relationship with Margot. But nothing and no one at Fallbrook are what they seem. So, that sounds really amazing, and I will definitely be reading this one. It sounds super mysterious and more like a thriller, actually. And yeah, really great. You might have noticed that I don't really ask for thrillers on Netgalley, because thrillers are most of the time really a hit or miss for me. So yeah, I won't be sharing any thrillers in my Netgalley hauls. So up to the next book. The next book is Vagabonds by Hao Jingfang, and it's also out on the 14th of April. And this is a science fiction book, I think, and it's an adult one. So this is the cover. It's a translated work, and yeah, let me read the synopsis to you. Not the whole thing because it's pretty long, but a century after the Martian War of Independence, a group of kids are sent to Earth as delegates from Mars, but when they return home, they are caught between the two worlds, unable to reconcile the beauty and culture of Mars with their experiences on Earth in this spellbinding novel from Hugo Award-winning author Hao Jingfang. This genre-bending novel is set on Earth in the wake of a second civil war, not between two factions in one nation, but two factions in one solar system, Mars and Earth. In an attempt to repair increasing tensions, the colonies of Mars sent a group of young people to live on Earth to help reconcile humanity. But the group finds itself with no real home, no friends, and fractured allegiances as they struggle to find a sense of community and identity trapped between two worlds. So yeah, that sounds really, really interesting. I think Netgalley really is good at just finding really different kind of books. For example, this one, I would never probably have heard of it, but it just really sounds amazing. The next book is also that kind of book. It's out on the 15th of April. It's called Moonflower, Nightshade, The Hours of the Day by G.D. Scott. And I think it's a short story collection. So this is the cover. It really looks fun, I think. And let me read the synopsis to you. In this debut collection of short stories, yes, by the winner of the Madeline P. Plonsker Emerging Writers Residency Prize, that's a long word, the sly fabulism of G.D. Scott's fiction casts its own peculiar spell upon the reader as it outlines a world unsettlingly similar to our own. Scott troubles the line between what is literary and genre, fairy tale and parable. In one story, a perfumer keeps his boyfriend close at hand by dosing him with precise measures of poison. In another, a comical domestic drama hinges upon the life and death of an ancient chinchilla. Scott pushes liminality with magical scrolls, a drowned twin returning from the sea, and a witty retelling of the crucifixion where a Jim bunny chops down a tree in the Garden of Eden, only to transform the wood into a cross for himself. Okay, so I know this is a LGBT plus representation kind of book, so that's really great. It really sounds weird, but I think in a fun way, so we shall see. And then the last book is called Braised Pork by N.U. and that's out on the 24th of April. And I think this is just a general literary fiction. So this is the cover. And let me read the synopsis. Beautiful, dreamlike, and utterly intoxicating, Braised Pork is the beguiling debut of an outstandingly talented young writer who is based in China but writes in English. That's really good and really great, I think. One autumn morning, Yaya walks into the bathroom of her lavish Beijing apartment to find her husband dead. 1 minute she was breakfasting with him and packing for an upcoming trip. The next she finds him motionless in their half-full bathtub. Like something out of a dream, next to the top, Gia Gia discovers a pencil sketch of a strange watery figure, an image that swims in Gia Gia's mind and won't leave. So that also really sounds interesting and very mysterious. So yeah, I'm really excited about all of these books. They all sound like really good and really interesting. A lot of good representation, I think, and I really tried to mix it up with genres and stuff. So yeah, I really hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up and a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you later.